We're going to be making the Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich. We're going to make the au jus from scratch. And the items that you're going to need to do that, you're going to need some bay leaves, some thyme, some oregano, some beef base. I choose to use the pasty kind instead of the bouillon cube. Okay, you got your French bread. And of course you have your fresh sliced Italian beef meat. First you start out, I already started the water to cut down on some thyme, but you bring the water, 4 cups of water into your pan, bring it to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, you take 1 tablespoon of your beef baste and let it dissolve in.
What do you say? For one? We need nothing.
I've been doing plenty. And if you're asking about anything conclusive at this moment, the answer is no.
I would love to know because this whole thing is unraveling.
Make sure it dissolves properly in. It'll take a minute because
Yesterday we busted a kid for possession.
it'll be boiling and it comes out easier.
This close.
Again, that's 1 tablespoon per 4 cups of water.
Why don't we just leave? It wasn't we can't no longer. I shouldn't give you a leave.
When we get back, we've forgotten all about it.
We go where you can't find us and we can
Okay, like so. Then you're gonna take 1/8 teaspoon of thyme. Then you also want a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. Then you want to take you two nice sized bay leaves.
Station 51. My fiance is a doctor and makes sure that you really cocaine.
Smells good. Okay. Bring that to a boil, like so. Then you want to take a half teaspoon of vegetable oil.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That kind of helps tenderize the meat. It smells good. Make sure it comes to a boil. And then you want to take the main ingredient is your magic dust. We have 3 different kinds of magic dust. We have the garlic blend, we have the original rub, and we also have a taco blend. But you take the garlic blend and add I would say, you can do a 1/2 teaspoon of that. You don't need a whole lot. Just a 1/2 teaspoon. The garlic blend. Add that in once it starts boiling. like so. You bring it to a boil for about 15-20 minutes. Constantly stir it periodically so you can loosen those flavors up and let them kind of match blend together. As you can see, it's formulating. Those that know anything about the au jus, it's important that the color texture is a certain texture. Too dark means too much beef base in it. It has to be a translucent color. Not bad. Maybe a little bit more of the magic dust. Gives it that Italian flavor. And maybe a pinch more of oregano. It's all about taste. Taste it, I figure it needs a little pinch more of oregano. Cover it for about 5 minutes and let it come to a boil. And it's important about your beef, it has to be thinly shaved slices of Italian beef.
I saw a young girl in danger dying.
Okay? Your French bread, cut it partial, do not complete the cut.
Not smug, welcoming, and innocent.
Okay, you can make your Italian beef meat. The choice of peppers that you choose to use, we have what you call a giardiniera. It's an oil base, not the California blend. The California blend won't work because that oil is important for the flavor that you need. Okay, once it has come to a boil, okay, take the heat off, and you take your mixing bowl, strainer, and then place a piece of paper towel within the strainer. Then what you're gonna do is you want to strain all of the ingredients that you put in, so we'll just have just a clear au jus. Okay, kind of like poke down a little bit. The particular strainer that you need, it's a mesh strainer, where it's a fine mesh where not too much gets through. Kind of shift the paper towel around a little bit so it'll actually catch all of the ingredients. all of the ingredients in there, and as you can see, all the ingredients that I actually put in to make the au jus is captured. Once you got that, as you can see, you have just a clear au jus. As you can see, the oil, that oil that I put in it is important. Once I put this back in here, you put it back into the, get this out, make sure you don't have no excess. We'll rinse this out. Okay, and then you pour the au jus back into your pan. Turn it on a low heat. And once it comes to a boil, you add your Italian beef meat. Okay. Come into a boil. Now you wanna add your Italian beef meat in.
You gotta get that tube down his throat. Your partner.
Make sure you separate the slices individually so when you do layer it inside the bread, the French bread, that it'll form better. And the bite and the texture will be different. You don't want it botched up. You got to make sure you individually take each slice apart. Okay, like so. Okay, this particular sandwich, it could be made, you can add cheese, you can add sweet peppers, you can add hot peppers, the hot peppers, preferably jardiniere peppers. All right. Doesn't take long for the, all you basically doing is heating up the meat. You still want some texture and bite to the meat. You don't want it to be cooked, you just want it to be heated. Okay, now the first one that we're gonna make, we're gonna add cheese. The cheese goes on the bottom, under the meat. And then what you do is, you take it, and you evenly layer your beef within the bun. Put you a nice little amount, preferably maybe between 4 and 6 ounces Okay. Then you add your peppers on top. Peppers on top. Like so. And there you have it. The Italian beef sandwich, courtesy of Cooking with Hershey's. Please follow us on YouTube and please subscribe, Hershey's Palace. And don't forget, you need your magic dust. That magic dust is important. It goes on anything. Until next time, thank you for cooking with Hershey.